First car out is the Mini Stock Mafia, number 31. Former champion in the division. From right here in Rivet, this young man pretty much grew up this raceway. This is C.J. Zurkowski.
The walls of fame on the side of CJ's car. That left rear wheel in the air.
Yes.
Lap number 1 for CJ Zurkowski. 15.129. 15.129 as he hits the chip there in turn 3. Lap number 2. 15.181. It's slower. So a 15.129 will be his time of record in car number 31.
And perhaps Steve Halpin, the shocker from practice, is the championship leader, was the second slowest car in practice. In fact, he's not even answering the bell. Up next, the Smoker's Den, East End Bait and Tackle, number 6 for Charles Astacio. And he is out of Mastic Beach. So problems for Farnham, your championship leader.
Astacio comes to the green flag. I believe this is the first time he's ever time trialed, no?
I would agree with that. Second generation racer.
Lap number 1, 16.603. 16.603. Lap number 1 for Charles Astacio. Lap number 2, 16.542. 16.542 will be his time of record in car number 6.
Welcoming his dad back to the races after a short stint in the hospital is the driver of the Roadworks Construction CRC Video Surveillance, number 56. He is from Flanders, just north of the raceway. This is Justin Squires.
Justin Squires, lap number 1, 15.289, good enough for second, quick, 15.289. Lap number 2, slows up a bit, 15.339, his time of record is a 15.289.
So Zurkowski is quickest so far. In the overhauling auto transport, number 11, on the raceway now from Coram, this is Chris Oliveri.
Oliveri, a 4- and 6-cylinder Enduro graduate, as are most of these competitors in the mini stocks. Lap number 1 for Oliveri. 15.329, 15.329. Lap number 1 for Chris Oliveri. Lap number 2 picks it up a bit to a 15.295, 15.295. Lap number 2 for Chris Oliveri.
To the raceway now. Driving. The Mike's Auto Service Aquag, number 90, a third-generation driver kick saving the beauty for Mike Muse the third.
Mike Muse the third, car number 90. Lap number 1. 15.569, 15.569. Gets a little tight there on exit, heads down the back straightaway. Here on lap number 2. Headed through the corner. He'll slow up to a 15.838. His time of record, a 15.56.
Scott Phillips in the Tire Express of Islip Terrace, number 12, has waved off time trialing. So up next is the Twin Forks Campers East-West Pest Control. Number 07, his son just qualified. This is Mike Muse Jr. out of Hampton Bays.
Lap number 1 for Mike Muse Jr. Second quick, 15.133. 15.133, lap number 1 for Mike Muse Jr. All he needs, see what he gets. He slows up to a 15.385. So a 15.133 will put Muse second quick thus far in mini stock qualifying.
Up next, driving the Universal Equipment number 77. Want to wishing his mom a happy birthday. This is Lindenhurst's Jesse St. Clair.
Lap number 1 for St. Clair, sixth quick, 15.621. 15.621 in the Mini Cooper. He slides it through 3 and 4. Lap number 2 stays sixth at a 15.618. 15.618 for Jesse St. Clair.
Great catching up with the Rugby Street Rebels. Thomas Palazzola, Thomas Wallish, having a sarsaparilla with him earlier. On the raceway now, the Island Technology number 03, and he is out of Shirley. Joe Cook Jr. Cook in a Honda won his first career feature event last year.
He had a great finish to the 2021 season. Rough start thus far. We'll try to turn that around here tonight. Lap number 1 for Joe Cook Jr. 15.023. Fast time. Fast time, 15.023.
Knocking on the door.
Lap number 1 for Joe Cook Jr. Slows up to a 15.178.
Your reigning mini stock champion up next in the RFC Electrical Contractors, Shirley Feed number 73. He now calls Patchogue home. This is Paul Wojcik. Not Wojciechowicz, but Wojcik.
Paul Wojcik, your defending mini stock champion, heads down the back straightaway. Lap number 1 for Wojcik. Fast time, 14.889. 14.889. Lap number 1 for Paul Wojcik. Finds himself at the top of the board. Can he get a better lap? Slows up to a 14.975. 14.975. Everyone seems to be slowing up on the second lap.
Spent a year or two in the world-famous figure eight stock cars. He's back in the Mike's Auto Service at Quag, number 19 mini stock. He calls Riverhead home. Got a companion there on the right doorpost. It's Woody from Toy Story. If you're a grandparent, you've seen Toy Story more than you'd want. This is Chris Ellickson from Riverhead.
Ellickson. A little tight there on, actually loose and then tight. Lap number 1, fifth quick, 15.247. 15.247. Good enough for fifth quick for Ellickson. As he tries to pick it up here on lap number 2. Looks better that time through. A 15.292. Good enough for fifth. 15.292 for Chris Ellickson.
He is out of Ridge. He is the calmer of the Warren brothers. Car number 48, Chevy Cavalier for Ryan Warren.
And Warren has struggled with this car the last couple of times it's been out.
Yeah, a lot of mechanical woes.
Yeah. Looks right now he's got it fixed though. As he heads through 3 and 4, lap number 1 for Ryan Warren. 14.994, good enough for second quick. 14.994. Lap number 1 for Ryan Warren. Good run there. Let's see what he does here. 15.060. He's going to stay second with a 14.994.
And Ryan Warren thinks he's deserving of a third. Oh, look out!
That could have been disaster.
In the Walls of Fame, Suffolk Tree Works, number 20. Out of Calverton, the proprietor of Suffolk Tree Works. Hence, we call him Tree Trunk Tony Collinsworth.
Collinsworth with a good start to the 2022 season. In car number 20. Lap number 1 for Collinsworth. Second quick, 14.938. 14.938, good enough for second quick thus far. Does he have enough to knock Paul Wojcik off the pole? We'll see. 14.936, stays second. 1 to go.
And it's the driver who Steve Halpin is the president of his fan club, originally from Killarney, Ireland, now calls Middle Island home, driving the Walls of Fame. He is the Walls of Fame, actually, contractor. This is James O'Connell. Loose through the center of 3 and 4 as he takes the green flag.
O'Connell, fastest car here today in practice. He's got her big time loose.
Yep.
Lap number 1. Fifth quick, 15.098. 15.098. Lap number 1 for O'Connell. What can he do here on lap number 2? 15.062. That will put him in the fifth spot, and Paul Wojcik, your defending mini stock champion, is your pole sitter for tonight's feature event. Mini stocks exit the raceway.
About 19 late models here tonight.
That's great.
I mean, one shy of a full field for late model thunder here today.
You want to get more late models? Give them less shows.
It's amazing.
Then they all show up. I'll tell you what, great job by the late models. Great job by all the competitors in the late model division that have, urged other competitors, get your car out here so we can get back to racing, 10 to 15 races. But we can't do it with 6 cars. So now you got 19 cars. Track record held by Ed Denseski. Don't think that one's ever going to be broken.
No.
A 12.1, what is that, 190? Yeah. I don't think that was 19. I can't read that.
July of 92, 30 years ago.
That was right after
Actually,
the repave.
this show.
It was right after the repave.
And of course, the tires showed up in garbage bags.
Yeah, well, you were allowed to run garbage bag tires back then.
They get cold. Great to have Nicholas Malverde up from Spring Hill, Florida. He was runner-up to his father, Eugene Malverde, 2-time blunderbuss champion here at Riverbend Raceway at the Hernando County Fair Demolition Derby on July 4th. Nicholas and I will be spending a lot of time together down the road. Well, maybe not that much time, but
some. Late models about to hit the raceway for their 2 laps.
here he is, folks. Out of Southampton, driving the Grattan's Heating and Cooling. Number 32. This is Paul Cummings. Cummings has graduated from the world-famous figure 8 stock cars to the late models this year and could be a force to be reckoned with at some point in the next decade.
Paul Cummins, 14.458, lap number 1. Lap number 2, 14.001. 14.001 for Paul Cummins.
That's almost a half a second pickup.
Yeah, heck of a nice job. He's getting some help
No,
from Rusty Turbish.
Yes, he is.
And Brandon Turbish.
That's not a bad way to go.
No, so we'll see how that works out for him. But didn't look terrible there.
The PC Richard and Son Wading River Market Better on a Bagel number 67 is up next. From Ridge, I should say Rocky Point, this is Scott Cheslack.
Lap number 1 for Scott Cheslack. 13.364. Fast time. 13. He gets big loose there. A graduate of the Legend division. Lap number 2 slows up 13.397. He looked better, but wasn't fast.
Shows you what I know.
Yeah.
I said off mic to Stevie, looks better. Not. The Professional Physical Therapy number 42 is on track. From East Quogue, Frank Dumicic Jr.
Dumicic, car number 42, takes the green flag. Lap number 1 for Frank Dumicic Jr. 13.545. Second quick, 13.545, as Mr. Miyagi has joined us on the front stretch. Lap number 2, 13.490. Second quick, 13.490 for Frank Dumicic Jr.
On the raceway. Had a good street stock run here a couple weeks ago when the NASCAR Wheeling Modified Tour was in town. She is in the Roberts Asphalt sponsor wanted number 5, Alyssa Paprocki of Rocky Point, who is now the Alyssa Paprocki
Cheslack. In the Chubbs meet number 5. Speaking of Chubbs, CJ
Oh, yeah.
Lehman is here.
Oh, look at the guy behind him.
Lap number 1, fast time, 13.307. I didn't even know we made Reed Halpin shirts that big.
Which isn't a Chinese phone book.
Lap number 2 for Paprocki, even faster, 13.076. Alyssa Paprocki, your fast time thus far.
How about
Go
that?
to 13.076.
Up next, last year's Rookie of the Year, the Venture Auto Body number 15. Recently won a Exit Realty Truck Series event in New England. This is Jerry Giordano of Freeport. He happens to be that Exit Realty Truck Series defending champion.
Giordano, good young race car driver. His father used to run at Wall Stadium. Lap number 1, fast time, 13.055. 13.055. Lap number 1 for Jerry Giordano. He'll look to pick it up here. Lap number 2, he does not. It's the weirdest qualifying I've ever seen. Every car is slower on lap 2.
We thought it was just a mini stock thing, but it's starting to transpose itself to the late models. On the raceway now, the Metal Crafters, number 61. Gentleman works for the Suffolk County Library Department. He's not a librarian, he is a transporter. This is Russ Jansen, former truck enduro champion out of Medford.
The Rocket, Russ Jansen. Something about that car. I don't know if it's the way the numbers on the car, something about it.
I like those
Love the look.
empty looking numbers.
Yep.
Those are my empty looking head.
Yeah, lap number 1 for Rocket. Fast time, 13.028. 13.028. Lap number 1 for the Rocket. Russ Jansen. Lap number 2, slower, 13.038. His time of record of 13.028.
So up next, driving the number 99, sponsor wanted entry, another driver like his brother Scott earlier, graduating from the INEX Legend Race Car Division. This is Ed Cheslack, sponsor wanted, number 99. I want to go to Atlantic City with these folks because they won like 3 late models and raffles.
Yeah. Part of the upswing for the division. Lap number 1. Fast time, 12.990. 12.990 fast time thus far for Ed Cheslack. Lap number 2. Slows it up, 13.123, so a 12.990 will be the time of record for Ed Cheslack as he sits on the pole currently.
Finished second in the Rookie of the Year rankings last year. Good young driver out of Floral Park. He steers the Foos Fire Milanos. Quality Italian cheese, number 25. The Bullet, Ethan Brown.
Ethan Brown, lap number 1. Fifth quick, 13.258. 13.258. Lap number 1 for Ethan Brown. Lap number 2. 13.134. Fifth quick, 13.134 for Ethan Brown.
As you mentioned earlier, one of the few cars to pick it up on lap number 2. Opening night late model feature event winner presents the Coors Light Silver Bullet. JDL Environmental Beakus Garage Doors number 98. From Calverton, the Fancy Farmer Dave Brigatti.
You know, again, I always bring it up, and he's right. When Dave Brigatti won here in this car a few weeks back, he got emotional. Lap number 1 for Brigatti, 13.129. I asked him after the interview, why so emotional? He goes, these guys are all so good, you never know when you're going to get back to victory lane. It could be the last time for me. Lap number 2, 13.101, good enough for 5th quick. 13.101 for Dave Brigatti.
To the raceway now is a driver whose family started their racing roots at the old Freeport Stadium. He steers the complete Welland Pump, number 23, out of Massapequa, Kevin Metzger.
Metzger, a 2-time champion in the late model division. Another car, I like the way the numbers are on this one. Just different.
That's a very much Midwest kind of look to a car. That thing was tight through 1 and 2.
He's big Midwest anyway. Lap number 1, 8th quick, 13.467. 13.467. Lap number 1 for Kevin Metzger. Car looks a little snug. Lap number 2. He picked it up to 5th quick, 13.088. 13.088 for Kevin Metzger. Right now, your pole is Ed Cheslak with a 12.990. Russ Jansen second, 13.028. Jerry Giordano third, 13.055.
Fresh off a cruise, driving the Gershaw Recycling, number 89 from Selden, Julie McCoy McGuire.
He's too young to know the Julie McCoy.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm almost too young. But I can sing the theme song.
Please don't.
I won't. Lap number 1 for Chris McGuire. Fast time, 12.904. 12.904. Lap number 1 for Chris McGuire. Lap number 2, 12.871. Even faster at 12.871 for your driver to the top of the board, Chris McGuire.
They are only 7/10 off the track record.
That's it, 7/10.
Oh, God. Up next,
That's a lot of blinks.
driving the Long Island Performance, hometown taxi number 43, from Bayshore, Radiant Ray Manieri. One of the executives, if you will, board of directors kind of thing in the Tin Knockers Union is Ray Manieri. Lap number 1.
12.918. Second fastest. 12.918 for Radiant Ray Manieri. Good line out of turn 4. Lap number 2. 12.883. Second quick. 12.883 for Radiant Ray Manieri.
Rolling. The Sea Pro Marine Dock Builders, number 17X to the raceway. From Manorville, Brandon Turbish.
Brandon Turbish, who ran for a championship here last year down to the final night. Lap number 1. Fast time, 12.821. 12.821. Lap number 1 for Brandon Turbish. Lap number 2. Even faster at a 12.764. 12.764 for Brandon Turbish.
Now the driver who won his car in one of these razzle, raffle, dazzles, whatever they are, Rolling to the raceway out of Deer Park. Sponsor 1 at number 8. He is a former Bethel Motor Speedway INEX Legend Race Car Champion, Jeff Otto Jr.
Otto, another raffle winner, right?
I just said that.
Oh,
You never pay attention to
I
me.
don't. I'm like your wife. I don't listen to you. We've had a longer relationship.
We have. You've been through 3 wives with me.
Yeah, this is your third wife on me. Yep. Lap number 1. Fourth quick, 12.985. 12.985. Lap number 1. Good lap for Otto. Lap number 2. Second quick, 12.865. Good lap for Jeff Otto Jr. That, the former Ed Cheslak car, which was the former Jeremy McDermott car before it. So good lap there for Otto.
On the raceway, the Matlack Fabricating needs welding. Number 88 from Brightwater's, Sean Patrick. Patrick takes the green flag up the back straightaway. Lap number 1.
Fifth quick, 12.906. 12.906 for the ever happy Sean Patrick.
Bubbly.
Yeah, lap number 2. Fast time, 12.738. 12.738. Fast time for Sean Patrick. He's smiling now.
She's happy about that.
He's smiling right now.
On the race.
He was over by the Ronkonkoma train station. Yep. What a pretty race car. And I'll tell you, he took a hard hit here early. Opening night. They had this thing.
My mic was off at all.
Oh, it was?
Foos Fire, number 73, Brian Doyle.
Lap number 1 for Doyle. 13.090. 13.090 for Brian Doyle, lap number 1. Lap number 2. Sixth quick, a 12.891. 12.891 for Brian Doyle.
In the P-List Motorsports own Eastport Feeds, RP Fabricating, My Guy Napa Auto Parts, number 70. Last year's Street Stock champion graduates to the late model Thunder for 2022. This is Brian Brown of Calverton.
Talk about a rough start. They have had part of the reason.
They tore that thing up.
Part of the reason this team has been so consistent and won so many championships, and Kyle Soper will tell you, as will Jeremy McDermott, a lot of it has to do with luck. And unfortunately, fast time, 12.711. Brian Brown hasn't gotten any of that luck. Just wrong place, wrong time in the first 2 races. Lap number 2 for Brown. Slows up to a 9.08, but a 7.11. 12.711.
In 3 weeks, this driver will be enshrined on the Cromedy Wall of Champions because of his 25 Charger wins. Here at Riverhead Raceway, he presents the Sea Pro Marine Dock Builders, number 06 to the raceway. This is Rusty Turbish of Manorville.
He still got it.
Obviously, way quicker than his kid in practice.
Yeah.
Not way quicker, quicker.
But Rusty's just a classy, just a great guy to race with over the years and to watch race. And no matter where he went. Lap number 1 for Rusty Turbish. 12.923. 12.923. Lap number 1 for Rusty Turbish. Lap number 2 picks it up the 4th quick to a 12.849. 12.849, lap number 2 for Rusty Turbish.
Quickest car in practice will now roll to the top of the ramp. In the Metropolitan Recycling, Sonny's Collision Specialist. Number 7, from Howard Beach, it's the head cannoli, Jimmy Rennick Jr.
That thing is just mean looking. Green flag for Rennick. Lap number 1 for Rennick. 12.800, good enough for fourth quick on his first lap. 12.800. Lap number 2. Slows up, 12.918. So Rennick will go fourth, and Brian Brown. Perhaps the luck will turn around here tonight for the Eastport Feeds. RP Landscape number 70. Brian Brown will start from the pole in car number 70. Sean Patrick alongside in car number 88. Next to hit the raceway, INEX Legend Cars. Top 4 cars to qualify and be handicapped for tonight's feature event. Top 6 overall will qualify and transfer, but only the top 4 will be handicapped for tonight's feature event for the Legend race cars. And the pits is filled with Legend cars again. 32 Legend cars in attendance. And we can name a bunch that aren't here. So up next, Legend race cars about to hit the raceway with the starting lineup for heat race number 1. It's Bob Fine and Bobby.
Starting on the pole, although he has elected the rear, but we'll introduce him in what was his original starting position. From right here in Calverton, a brand new number this year, the driver of the Rudy's Bar and Grill Patchogue. Riverhead Toyota number 14, Jaden Glenister. To the outside pole in the Bistrian Materials, number 62, from East Hampton, the Ocean Graphics entry for Mike Benton. Starting third, the Checker One Motorsports number 1 for Calverton's Jake Curran. Starting fourth, at Miller Place in the Benamax Trucking number 71, Nick Morbido. Your all-time leading winner of INEX Legend race car events here at Riverhead Raceway will bring the Hampton Fleet Service Freddie and Megan Kraft number 25 to the 5th starting spot from East Moriches, Big Bunny, Richie Davidowitz. Starting 6th, driving the number 81 from East Islip, the Tomaso's Barbershop entry for Rich Braun. Starting 7th in the Riverhead Building Supply number 09, Kendall Van Houten. Starting 8th, car number 05 is Mark Godnick of Mark Godnick Productions.
Top 6 will qualify, top 4 to be handicapped for tonight's feature event. Green flag is out, car number 62. Mike Benton leads him down the back straightaway. Morbido with a good move to the inside of the 1 car. And Nick Morbido, car number 71, tries to get by Jake Curran and brings Richie Davidowitz with him in car number 25. Mike Benton, car number 62, your race leader. Your top 4 have broken away. Benton is your leader. With 71, Morbido is second. Richie Davidowitz is third. Fourth is the 1 car of Jake Curran. Fifth, Kendall Van Houten. The battle for 6th as Glenister looks to the inside of Braun. Glenister to 6th. Halfway next time by. And here comes Morbido to the inside in car number 71. Nick Morbido to the inside of the 62. Caution flag down, car number 09. Kendall Van Houten goes around. She was in a qualified position. Car number 81, Rich Braun, will be sent to the rear of the field for his role in that event, in that incident. So, 5 laps into this event, car number 62, doing a nice job. Mike Benton, Nick Morbido was on the challenge there in car number 71, as Richie Davidowitz sat third, Jake Curran fourth, Glenister was fifth. The 81 Rich Braun to the infield with a flat tire. Mike Benton to the inside. Nick Morbido to the outside. Top 6 will qualify. Top 4 to be handicapped for tonight's feature event. Green flag is out once again. 5 laps into this event. Here comes Morbido on the outside. Nick Morbido with a good run, but Benton holds tight on the bottom. Davidowitz gets sideways, looking to go underneath the two of them. Car number 62, Mike Benton leads the way. Richie Davidowitz now to the inside of the 71 of Nick Morbido. Davidowitz in car number 25 comes to the second spot. It'll be 2 to go this time by. Morbido sits third. Fourth is Jake Curran. Fifth, Jaden Glenister. And sixth is the 05 of Mark Godnick. They come to the white flag. Morbido and Davidowitz haven't at it for second as Benton leads the way. Morbido back under Davidowitz. And it's going to be Mike Benton taking down the win. Taking down the win in car number 62 was Mike Benton. Second across the line, the 71 of Nick Morbido. Third, the 25, Richie Davidowitz. Fourth, car number 1, Jake Kern. Fifth, car number 14X of Jaden Glenister. And sixth, car number 05 of Mark Godnick. Up next, Legend Heat Race number 2 with the starting lineup. It's Bob Fina, Bobby.
The two cars that share the front row are not only uncle and nephew, they're two cars that nobody thought would be back this quick, even though their accident was 2 weeks ago. Thank you to Checker One Motorsports from both drivers on the front row. He'll present the StinkyThings.com, BuzzChew Chevrolet Motorsports, Mike Van Houten Trucking. Big thank you to the Curran family from the driver of the 3V, Mike Van Houten Jr. V-Ride out of Jamesport. On the outside pole, some brand new sponsors. The Terra Vitae Winery and Vineyards. Checker One Motorsports, number 9, for Chase Van Houten of Wading River. Starting third, the Joe Ryan Race Cars, Gershon Recycling, number 2, for Jim Sylvester of Massapequa. Your reigning INEX Legend Race Car champion will start fourth. The Montauk Distilling, number 5, for George Tomko Jr. Starting fifth, the EP Milling and Sweeping, number 24, for Ray Fitzgerald of Manorville. The Ocean Graphics, number 82, will start sixth from East Hampton, Kim Danielle. Donald Doran, the number 93, will start seventh, and starting eighth, the Cesspool Pros of Bayshore, number 13, for Cody Triola, your reigning blunderbuss champion out of Bayshore.
The Van Houtens make up the front row. V-Ride, Mike Van Houten Jr. to the inside. His nephew, Chase Van Houten, to the outside. Top 6 cars to qualify. Top 4 to be handicapped for tonight's feature event. 10 laps to be the distance. Green flag is out. Good start for V-Ride, but here comes Chase to the outside. Mike Van Houten Jr. feeling the heat now to the inside from Jimmy Sylvester. Sylvester will come to the lead. Ray Fitzgerald on the bottom with George Tomko. As they come to second and third, and Chase Van Houten will now battle his uncle for the 4th and final transfer spot. Handicap-wise. And Chase Van Houten comes to the 4th spot. Up front, Jimmy Sylvester, car number 2, your race leader. Second is the 24, Ray Fitzgerald. Third, the 5 of George Tomko Jr. Fourth, car number 9, Chase Van Houten. Fifth, the 3V of Mike Van Houten Jr. And sixth, car number 13 of Cody Triola. Tomko with a peek to the inside of Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald crowds him a little bit there. I don't know if he knew he was there. Tomko underneath him again. Fitzgerald and Tomko. Tomko to the 2nd spot. So Jim Sylvester, your race leader. George Tomko Jr. to 2nd. Ray Fitzgerald is 3rd. Chase Van Houten sits 4th. 5th is V-Ride, Mike Van Houten Jr. And 6th is Cody Triola. 2 to go this time by for Sylvester in car number 2. Jimmy Sylvester doing a great job, but here comes Tomko and Fitzgerald. As they get to his back bumper as we come to the white. Wide flag down, Jimmy Sylvester leads. The 5 of Tomko looks to the inside. Sylvester drives it off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Jim Sylvester feeling the pressure, but it's not enough as he'll take down the win. Taking down the win in car number 2 was Jimmy Sylvester. Second across the line, car number 5, George Tomko Jr. Third, the 24 of Ray Fitzgerald. Fourth, car number 9, Chase Van Houten. Fifth, the 3V of Mike Van Houten Jr. And sixth, car number 13 of Cody Triola. Up next, Legend Heat Race number 3 with the starting lineup. It's Bob Fina, Bobby.
Starting on the pole in the Get Clear, Crystal Clear window cleaning, Old Farms Racing number 42 is Pat Moore of Calverton. To the outside pole, the Slots a Lot slot car track number 88 from West Hempstead, Chris Sinatro. Starting third, driving the number 18, that's the Chris Moore Landscaping, KMK Contract Name or Construction, I should say, number 18 for Riverhead's Jeff Ferrugia. Starting fourth, Silver Fox Racing, Grill and Villain number 27 for Eric Hersey of Comac. Starting fifth, he is in the M3 Technology Air Force One, number 10, two-time winner this year, Jason Castaldo of Shirley. Starting sixth, out of Sayville, car number 92 for Ed Statlander. Starting seventh, driving in the number 51, the Hilltop Bagel entry for Kevin Ornberger of Holbrook. Starting eighth, in the number 50, Black Diamond Detailing entry for Kevin Pollard Jr. from right here in Riverhead.
Green flag is out. Pat Moore, car number 42, leads him down the back straightaway as Jeff Ferrugia Jr., who had a spin in practice earlier here today, comes to the 2nd spot, but he feels the heat to the inside from Jason Castaldo. Castaldo, car number 10, won the last time the Legend Race cars were here on the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour night. And he sits second. He's going to try to go for the lead. Castaldo to the inside of the 42, Pat Moore, and he'll come to position number 1. Look at the bottom groove right now as Eric Hersey Car number 27 also trying to make up some positions here on the bottom, working for him as he'll come to position number 2. Chris Sinatro to the inside of Pat Moore. Sinatro to the 3rd spot. Moore holds on to 4th, but here comes Jeff Ferrugia Jr. Ferrugia gets by Moore. So Pat Moore now on the outside looking in for the handicap spot, but he's still qualified for the feature event, as is car number 51 of Kevin Ornberg, as they lap Kevin Pollard Jr. That's probably telling him he's got to hit the gas. I only said it because that's what he did in the pits. Car number 10. Jason Castaldo leads the way. Eric Kersey is 2nd. 3rd is the 88, Chris Sinatro. 4th is the 18 of Jeff Ferrugia Jr. Car number 42, Pat Moore is 5th, and 6th. Kevin Ornberger as Castaldo comes to the white flag. He has stretched out himself some lead in car number 10. Checkered will fly for Jason Castaldo. Taking down the win in car number 10 was Jason Castaldo, 2nd across the line. Car number 27, Eric Kersey, 3rd. The 88 of Chris Sinatro, 4th. The 18 of Jeff Ferrugia Jr. Pat Moore was 5th, and 6th was Kevin Ornberger. Up next, Legend Heat Race number 4 with the starting lineup. It's Bob Finan, Bobby.
Thank you very much, Steve Halpin. Starting on the pole, this car flipped through the air 2 weeks ago. It's back today. It's the bar car. The Filthy Frogs of Ronkonkoma, Shenanigans Pub of Ronkonkoma, number 47 for Ray Stulls. Happy birthday to Ray. This weekend, his girlfriend Brianna, birthday last weekend. Happy birthday to all. On the outside pole, Checker One Motorsports, number 21 for Jerry Curran. Curran out of Calverton, starting 3rd. The Get Clear, Crystal Clear Window Clean, number 44 for Colin Hefner out of Bayshore. Starting 4th, he is in the Riverhead Trailer, number 33. That's Anthony Marsh of Riverhead. Starting 5th, out of Mastic Beach, Sponsor Wanted, number 54 sedan for Billy King Jr. The Cesspool Pros, number 22, will start 6th. That's Michael Metcalf of Bayshore. The Sea Crystal Bulls, number 28, will start 7th. That's Nick Casas of Nesconset, starting 8th. Welcome back to the cowboy himself, out of Staten Island, Joe. Don't call me Abbott Costello. All right, that was weak. Joe Costello out of Staten Island in car number 60. His first start, I believe, in a couple of years. I think the last time we saw Joe was 2020.
Ooh, Costello?
I don't think he was here
His
last.
hat? He was walking around here with his hat on.
He was here last. I don't think he's raced.
Oh, he may not have.
He's a flag man recently somewhere too. I saw.
That must have been something.
Be heading to the University of Northern Ohio, from which Ryan Lutz graduated.
Uh-huh.
When school resumes,
10 laps to be the distance, top 6 to qualify, top 4 to be handicapped for tonight's feature event. Good start for Curran, but here comes the 33 of Marsh to the inside. Anthony Marsh, car number 33, finished 2nd last year in the Legend point standings. His breakout season. He's got a victory thus far this year. Car number 28 being shown the black flag. Oh, 47, my apologies. Ray Stulls. Caution will come down for car number 28 of Nick Coxis.
He's up from the mini stock division. I believe he's a Jim Pate protege.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's what I'm hearing. Folks, don't forget next Saturday night, the earth is going to shake, rattle, and roll beneath Riverhead Raceway with a school bus demolition derby. 2 weeks from tonight, July 23rd, monster trucks. We are into the summer of fun. Fireworks, kids' big wheel race today, wall-to-wall racing excitement next week, school bus demolition derby, NASCAR stock cars, July 23rd, the monster trucks. www.riverheadraceway.com for all the details.
Four laps down, 6 remain. Anthony Marsh, race leader. Colin Hefner in car number 44. Good start for Marsh. Hefner to second, Curran to third. Costello with a good run to fourth. Seven laps down, Anthony Marsh with a comfortable lead. Be 2 to go this time by for he and Hefner. Oh, problems for Jerry Curran. White flag down for Marsh. Checkered will fly for Anthony Marsh. Checkered flag down for car number 33, Anthony Marsh. Second across the line, the 44 of Colin Hefner. Third, car number 60 of Joe Costello. Good run for him. And fourth, car number 22 of Michael Metcalf. Fifth to 28 of Nick Coxis. And sixth, and sixth, car number 54. That, of course, Billy King Jr. Unfortunate for Curran.
Yeah, that was a weird occurrence, actually.
Crate Modified's about to hit the raceway. The starting lineup for heat race number 1, the Eagle Auto Mall Crate Mods, is Bob Finan. Bobby.
Thank you very much, Steve. Starting on the pole, the Patriot Organization, number 28, out of Oyster Bay, Ed Schutz. To the outside pole, he is in the Dynamic Automotive, Cam Materials, number 12, the Colonel from Calverton, Dennis Krupski. Starting third, driving the Fine Line Masonry, Stakey's Buckner Farm, number 46, that's Islip Terraces, Vinny Delaney. Starting fourth, in the Ralph Seafood Safari, Port Jeff Raceway 00 from Patchogue, Chris Rogers. Starting fifth, driving the R&R Brothers Electric Deer Run Industries number 77 out of the Benamax Trucking Stables, that's Sean Glennon in Northport. Starting sixth, driving car number 35, that is the Rosemar Industries True Value of Santa Mauritius. Number 35 for Kyle Elwood of Riverhead. Starting seventh, driving car number 27, some brand new sponsors on this car. The ASAP Custom Drywall, Martin Sports, Comfort Farm, stand number 27 for A.J. DeSantis of FA. Starting 8th, Hollis Court Collision number 6 for the King of Queens, Mike Albacini of Flushing, and Owen Grennan. Creative Snow by and starting in that 9th starting spot, he's out of Glen Cove. Creative Snow by Low Bay. Ray's Towing, number 38. That's the Dillner precast entry for Owen Grennan. 2-time feature event winner this year. Chris Rogers has elected the rear of the field.
Ed Schultz to the inside. Dennis Krupski to the outside. 10 laps to be the distance. Top 4 cars to qualify. Good start for Schultz. Make that Schultz. I don't know why I called him Schultz.
You're watching the fighting thing with
That's
Dave
why.
Schultz.
Yeah. With Dave Schultz. So Ed Schultz leads lap number 1. Vinny Delaney, car number 46 to second. The 35, Kyle Elwood comes to the 3rd spot. Mike Albacini on the bottom of the raceway comes to the 4th position. He's the final qualified car with many good cars on the outside looking in. Delaney peeks to the inside of Schutz. Ed Schutz, your race leader. Vinny Delaney is second. Third is Kyle Elwood. Fourth is the 6th car of Mike Albacini. Your point leader, Owen Grennan, sits 5th. Sean Glennon in the 77. Dennis Krupski and the 27 of A.J. DeSantis. All out of qualified spots. Here comes Elwood. Kyle Elwood, car number 35, to the 2nd spot, which opens the door for Albacini. And Albacini has had a great start to this season in car number 6. Owen Grennan to the inside of Delaney. Elwood looking to the outside of Schutz. Oh, that's a good spot for him to go to.
We're about to find out.
Yeah. Having a nice ride in car number 35.
Rosemar Industries Chevrolet to the outside of the Park Service entry.
White flag down for Ed Schutz and Kyle Elwood. Elwood hangs it out on the outside as they head to turn through turns 3 and 4 to the checkered. It's Eddie Schutz. Taking down the win in car number 28, it was Ed Schutz, second across the line. Kyle Elwood, 3rd. Car number 6, Mike Albacini, and 4th, car number 38 of Owen Grennan. Up next, Eagle Automall Crate Modified Heat Race number 2. Starting lineup, it's Bob Fine and Bobby.
So, heat race number 2. Up next, Eagle Automobile Crate Modified Heat number 2. And they'll roll on the raceway. Starting on the pole in the the high end collision number 0, Stephen Coleman. Coleman out of East Islip. To the outside pole, the Dillner Precast. Number 55, Chase Grennan of Glen Cove, starting 3rd. E.P. Milligan Sweeping, number 8. Currently 10th in the points, Wolfie Mark Wolf of Shirley. Starting 4th, CHM Landscapes. Number 7 for Southampton's Charles McWhinney. In the Vanguard Fire Protections, number 16, starting 5th, that's Alex Colasanto of Selden. Starting 6th in the GS Trucking, number 41, that's the Styles Files, Terry Styles of Rocky Point. Starting 7th, driving car number 9, wants to wish his cousin Nick Rogers the very, very best as he heads off to the U.S. Army. That's Michael Berner. Berner in the Planet Earth Recycling, number 9. Starting 8th, he steers the Silver Fox Racing. Jack Anthony Swimming Pools, number 18. Eric Hersey of Comac, starting 9th. Most recent winner, Hollis Court Collision. Hydro Action, number 66. Mad Max Hanley of Bedford.
Caution flag down, indicating that the 2 hot laps have been completed. Stephen Coleman, car number 0 to the inside. Chase Grennan. He's had a couple of good runs here put together the last few dates here at Riverhead Raceway. Black Forest Auto Works, number 55. He'll start 2nd. Top 4 to qualify. Mark Wolf 3rd. Charles McWhinney 4th. Colasanto and Styles make up row number 3. They head to the go zone, brought to you by East West Management. Good start for Coleman. To the lead in car number 0. To 2nd, car number 55 of Chase Grennan. 3rd, car number 8, Mark Wolf. Well, Wolfie feeling the heat to the outside from car number 7 of Charles McWhinney. Alerny. Colasanto to the inside. No problems. Around goes to 0. Caution flag down, car number 0. Stephen Coleman goes around.
At Wall Stadium, NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour at Wall Stadium for the Jersey Shore 150. Andrew Kraus, quickest in practice. Matt Hirschman 2nd. Justin Bonsignor 3rd. Patrick Emmerling 4th. Ed McCarthy 5th. Timmy Salamito 6th. Austin Beers 7th. Jimmy Blewett 8th. Ron Silk 9th. Blake Barney 10th. Danny Bone, 11th. Kyle Bonsignor, 12th. It cuts off the 13th place car. No, it does not. J.B. Fortin was 13th. Tommy Catalano 14th, Eric Goodell 15th, Anthony Cecily 16th, Jake Johnson 17th, 18th, John McKennedy, Craig Lutz 19th, 20th, Dave Sapienza, Jack Ely 21st, James Pritchard 22nd, Matthew Kimball 23rd, Tom Rogers Jr. 24th, 25th, Walter Sutcliffe, Melissa Fiffield 26th, 27th, Gary McDonald. Initial reports from the scene suggest the high-end collision zero of Christopher Coleman, I checked that, Stephen Coleman, may have lost a motor. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday, August 6th, we will remember one of the more special people that ever graced this Riverhead Raceway property in Sarah Sylvester. She loved her INEX Legend race cars. She loved soliciting lap money for the annual INEX National Qualifier. It is only fitting that the Sarah Sylvester INEX National Qualifier for the INEX Legend race cars will be run in her memory. We will sell lap money for the INEX Legend race car, Sarah Sylvester National Qualifier on Saturday, August 6th. You can purchase those laps via Erin Larson Delaney. She will handle it all. I'm a little tied up. I got some issues with my 90-year-old dad that I really have to pay attention to. So Erin Larson Delaney will handle lap money. Please either private message her on Facebook or however you want to contact her. She will be handling the 50 lap sponsorship for the Sarah Sylvester INEX National Qualifier for the Legend Race cars Saturday, August 6th. Happy birthday, Chase and Gavin, from your friend John. So Chase and Gavin, happy birthday from John.
Car number 55, 2 laps into this event. And Chase Grennan leads him down to the turn number 1. McWhinney to the inside of Wolfie. Wolfie, big loose. Starts a bottleneck out of turn number 2. Grennan leads. McWhinney is second. Third, Terry Stiles. Fourth, the 18 of Eric Kersey. Right now, last week's feature event winner, and also the week before's feature event winner on the outside looking in. Stiles with a bid to the inside of McWhinney. Stiles is starting to get some pressure from the 18 of Hersey. Six laps into this event. Great job thus far for Chase Grennan. Could be, in fact, looking for his first checkered flag in Eagle Automall Crate competition.
He's checking out.
Doing a nice job. 2 to go this time by. Charles McWhinney runs second. Terry Stiles is third. The battle is for fourth. as last week's feature event winner, or last time's feature event winner, Mad Max Hanley with a move to the inside of Eric Hersey as they come to the white flag. Brennan's going to win handily. Could tonight be the night for car number 55? Checkered flag flies, taking down the win in car number 55. It was Chase Grennan, second across the line, car number 7 of Charles McWhinney, third the 41 of Terry Stiles, and fourth, car number 66 of Mad Max Hanley. Up next, Super Pro Trucks. 10 laps to be the distance for heat race number 1 with the starting lineup. Here's Bob Finan, Bobby.
Starting on the pole, he is in the Victory Mixed Martial Arts. Lighthouse Propane, number 17, two-time winner last year, Joe Cherubino of Bayshore. To the outside pole, former champion in the class, he steers the Lorenz Heating and Air Conditioning, Teddy Bear Graphics, number 5, Frank Dumicic Sr. of East Quad. Starting third, driving car number 1, better known as truck number 1, the all-time leading winner of Super Pro Truck events here at Riverhead Raceway in the John Kirk Hunter Business School's number 1, Lou Maestri of Deer Park. Starting fourth, R&R Brothers Electric Deer Run Industries number 77 for Sean Glennon, a feature event winner earlier this year on May 21st. He'll start fourth out of Northport. Starting fifth, opening night feature event winner in the Metropolitan Recycling Sonny's Collision Specialist number 7, the head cannoli, Jimmy Rennick Jr. of Howard Beach. Starting sixth, Chopsticks Daniel Cregan, sponsor wanted, number 78.
Truck number X17, Joe Cherubino. To the inside, truck number 5, Frank Dumicic Sr. The 1 of Lou Maestri. The 77 of Sean Glennon. Jimmy Rennick Jr. Those, the 2 feature event winners this year, Glennon and Rennick. Start 4th and 5th here. Top 4 will qualify for tonight's feature event as they head to the Go Zone. Brought to you by East West Management. Green flag flies, good start for the 17 of Cherubino. Here comes Maestri to the inside of Cherubino. Bold move by Lovable Lou. In truck number 1, he and Cherubino do a little bouncing off one another. Maestri, Rennick from last to third in 2 laps. Jimmy Rennick Jr. to the inside to the 2nd spot. Rennick comes to 2nd. The battle is for 3rd. To the inside, Sean Glennon. To the outside, Cherubino. Rennick starting to pitch to the inside of the 1 truck of Lou Maestri, but unable to get to the 1 truck. 4 laps into this event. Halfway this time by for Lou Maestri. Jimmy Rennick Jr. again from last, 6th starting spot to position number 2. Got a truck length back, a Lovable Lou Maestri. And I am sure Rennick is content to stay right there. with the 77 behind him, Sean Glennon. And the 17, Joe Cherubino, holding the 4th and final qualified spot. 2 to go this time by for Lou Maestri. Lou Maestri. The winningest Super Pro truck driver in the history of this division. Takes the white flag. Lou Maestri will take down the win in heat race number 1. Checkered flag flies, taking down the win in heat race number 1 was Lou Maestri. Second across the line, truck number 7 of Jimmy Rennick Jr. Third, the 77 of Sean Glennon, and fourth, the X17 of Joe Cherubino. Heat race number 2 for the Super Pro trucks. The starting lineup, it's Bob Fine, Bobby.
Starting on the pole, the Bullet, Ethan Brown. The Foos Fire, Milano's Quality Italian Cheese, number 25 from the pole down at Floral Park. To the outside pole, he steers the Professional Physical Therapy, number 42. That's the South Fork Custom Homes Development entry for the real deal, Mark Stewart of Riverhead. Starting third, happy birthday, by the way, to Lori Stewart, his mom. Happy birthday, Lori. Starting third, last year's Rookie of the Year. He's in the Cesspool Pros, number 34, and the Bayshore, Matt Triola. Starting fourth, your defending Super Pro Truck Champion in the Riverwalk Bar and Grill of Riverhead, number 18, Jack Hanley Jr. Medford. Starting fifth out of Greenport, sponsor wanted, number 13 for Rob Corwin. Starting sixth, driving the Amsoil Synthetic Lubricants, number 31 from Levittown, making his debut, Sausage Matt McGrath. Two hot laps have been completed for those of you new to Riverhead Raceway and the Advanced Auto Parts weekly racing series. I should say weekly series. When they're on these slick tires, distributed by Hoosier Tire of Calverton, we give them a couple hot laps to build some temperature into the tires. The Bullet, Ethan Brown out of Floral Park, 16 years young. And Frank, make that Mark Stewart the real deal to the outside. And the Bullet. Oh, Matt Triola. Boy, he got on the binders just in time. And Race Control did not like the beginning of that race. The Bullet, Ethan Brown, almost put Mark Stewart over to Buffalo Wild Wings behind us. A big thank you to Cesspool Pros of Bayshore, AJ Crane Service, General Welding Supplies, for coming on board as Riverhead Raceway Billboard sponsors. A complete redo here, Steve.
Ethan Brown, Mark Stewart get a second opportunity and do a better job. 31 truck. Matt McGrath into the wall. Truck number 25. Ethan Brown to the inside, Mark Stewart to the outside. Here comes Jack Hanley Jr.
I thought they were going to go 3 wide off 4 there, Steve.
Well, they might. It's not over yet. Hanley to the inside.
Brown trying to block 2 rows. That's basically what it's come down to.
Unable to hold his position as the 18 of Jack Hanley Jr. Cleanly now gets to the inside.
Hanley loose underneath.
Tell you what, Brown holding on to the spot. He gets a good run on the top of the raceway and comes back to the lead.
It's almost like a dirt race. He builds the momentum up on the outside groove.
Halfway this time by for Ethan Brown, your race leader. Brown gets real high that time.
Yeah, he did that to himself.
Hanley sideways himself.
He's been loose the whole race.
Well, remember, there's a tire rule here. They're running on some old tires probably.
The tire banks.
Oh, man. Hanley into Ethan Brown opens the door for Triola.
Third to first.
Matt Triola comes to the lead. And Mark Stewart, who was just hanging out, happy where he was, riding around, all of a sudden finds himself battling for second. And Hanley with a big problem in truck number 18. Right rear flat tire. Dang.
I don't know.
Could be worse.
That might be a motor.
I don't know if that's it. We'll see soon enough. White flag down. Checkered will fly. Checkered flag flies, taking down the win in truck number 34 was Matt Triola. Second across the line, the 25 of Ethan Brown. Third, the 42 of Mark Stewart. And fourth, car number 31 of Matt McGrath.
I don't know what happened with that Hanley Riverwalk Bar and Grill number 18. Did not look good. So the INEX Legend Race Car B main will take place up next here this afternoon. Starting on the pole will be, now they're picking up from the rear end, Steven, so you might be right on the flat tire call during the broadcast. If it were a motor, they'd be pushing that thing off. Starting on the pole, driving the Mike Van Houten Trucking, number 09 from Wading River. That's Kendall Van Houten. She'll be joined by a fellow female driver, the outside pole, the Ocean Graphics number 82. Won a B main earlier this year. That's Kim Danielle of East Hampton. The number 92, Ed Statlander, whose daughter is an AEW professional wrestler, will start third out of Sayville. Starting fourth, the Checker One Motorsports, number 21, for Jerry Curran of Calverton. Starting fifth, car number 81, that's Rich Braun, the Tomaso's Barbershop, number 81, looking to trim his way to the front. Starting sixth, driving car number 93, the Green Ghost, Donald Durant. Starting seventh, the Black Diamond Detailing, number 50, that is Kevin Pollard of Riverhead. Starting eighth, happy birthday to the driver of the bar car, the Filthy Frog Saloon of Ronkonkoma, Shenanigans Pub of Ronkonkoma, number 47, for Ray Stultz. Remember, the last time we raced here, Stultz flew through the air here on the front straightaway in a violent flip. Wants to wish his girlfriend Brianna a happy birthday from last week. So the winner of this event will join the INEX Legend Race Car feature event. The provisionals will go as follows. Jerry Curran is the highest ranked driver in points. Second is Stulls in the 47. Statlander in the 92 is third. Whatever driver of those three finish higher, I believe. No? Okay. All right, never mind. Scratch that thought.
So Kendall Van Houten has elected to start in the rear in car number 09, make that, I apologize. The way it works, again, the winner will advance to tonight's feature event, as will car number 21, Jerry Curran, as long as he takes the green flag. Kimberly Danielle, who's also won a B main this year. She'll take the green flag.
The Ocean Graphics, number 82.
She has stomped on the gas, and she is gone.
She's on the loud pedal. Stoltz. How about him, Steve?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, that thing cartwheeled down the front straightaway here. Scary crash. He got out, he was okay.
I mean, the damage wasn't as bad as one would think.
The car he hit needed a clip.
Oh, Braun goes around by himself. The Tomaso's Barbershop, number 81, Kendall Van Houten. Maya Stoll, the Mike Van Houten Trucking, number 09.
She got it back underway.
So Kim Danielle, the Ocean Graphics, number 82, showing the way here in the INEX Legend Race Car B main. Now you ask yourself, why did Rich Braun get his spot back? He spun. He never stopped. The Tomaso's Barbershop, Charlie's Hot Dogs, number 81. You ever have Charlie's Hot Dog?
No.
Charlie's Hot Dog had a hot dog stand just north of the world-famous Islip Speedway. It was on the North Spur Drive, just west off Route 111. And you talk about dirty water dogs that are legendary in Suffolk County, Charlie's Hot Dogs. Where now they've relocated, and of course I didn't do my R&D. I don't know exactly where they are now, but if you see Rich Braun, who also bowls in the East Islip Bowling Alley, which has got about 2 more years of existence left. I'm a fountain of misinformation.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know that.
you're something. You know how to depress everyone.
I am just on it.
Good restart for Kim Danielle. Here comes the 47. The bar
car.
Ray Stoltz.
About to be happy hour.
He's about 2 car lengths back, and he has plenty of time. We're only 3 laps into this event. But Kim Danielle has won one of these before. The one she won, she was the caution early, and then came back through the field to win the race.
Stoltz has got the fishing rod out. He is baiting the hook, and he's reeling the rig. And Rich Braun has gone around. He'll be treated for dizziness at Central Suffolk Hospital, or Peconic Bay Medical Center as it's now known.
Right. 6 laps down, and Stolz is right there.
Way back in the 70s, there was a song, Dizzy by Tommy Rowe. Rich is now dizzy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Stolz is right there on the bumper again. Danielle.
He is. They'll tiptoe around that Tommaso's Barbershop number 81. Oh, she went way wide. That opened the door to the inside for Stolz. Nerf 4 to Nerf 4. Door panel to door panel. And Stolz brings the bar car to happy hour.
Will she give up? Will she fight back? But Stolz got to her quickly.
I mean, she did a great job. Just trying a little too hard there. Great job to keep that ocean. Oh, now the Donald Duran car has gone around. He is off the raceway. Bruce Knoll with the 2 to go. I think he's going to let this play out.
Back underway. Ray Stoll's your leader. The 92 is second. Ed Statlander. Kim Danielle third. Fourth, Kendall Van Houten. Your winner. Car number 47, the bar car, Ray Stolz.
Cheers.
And your provisional car number 21, Jerry Curran.
We should go to a bar one day.